Hi everybody, David here. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Bit late, it's actually Friday at 5 o'clock. I've got places to go, so I'll have to be a bit quick. Let me just move this camera back a bit. What am I doing today? I managed to get a proper otter ale. I don't know whether you can see that. 4.5%. My brother got it me from Devon. I've actually poured it. I should have poured it in front of you, but I've got places to go, so I'm rushing. That's it. Very clear and a malty smell. Let's have a taste. Oh, it's lovely, is that? Very malty coming through, bitter. Let's have a look at mine and the smell. Mine's more carbonated, more of a head on it. You can see there's the commercial one, can't you? The bright one. Mine's a bit murky. I think it's sucked up some of the yeast. Better head on mine though. A lot better head. Let's have a smell of mine. Stronger smell on mine. I get some hoppiness and fruitiness coming through. This is more, I don't know though. When you get your nose in, I think the malt comes out a bit more on this one. And it's more of a hoppy fruitiness with that one. Let me try mine. As I say, I've got some way to go, so I've got to rush this bit. Oh, mine's a different flavour. It's sweetness. I've got sweetness there. And I think that's due to the late hopping added. I put aroma hops in. I doubt if they do. I know they use Challenger and Fuggles because it says on the bottle. And that's what I use, but I put Fuggles in for aroma. Put quite a few. So I'm not quite there yet. Nothing wrong with mine. Mine hasn't got that as strong a malt taste, and it's got that fruitiness and that sweetness to it, where this is a bit more bitter. This is a drier taste. It's drier than the other one, and it lingers on the back of your tongue, the dryness. And the malt's stronger. So it's drier, maltier, less of an aroma though, not as good a head. Mine's a thicker beer. This is 4.9 mine. That's 4.5. So that's version 1. I've got to tweak it and get version 2 nearer to the otter. I've set myself a challenge. I'm sure other brewers would do it. And it's to drink a beer, gather what information I can on what ingredients they put in, and then make my own recipe up to see if I can clone it. I know it's maybe a funny way of doing it. I do use a recipe calculator. I use that Brewer's Friend, which gives me some idea. But I'm going to have another go, and I'll tell you if I get nearer. I've got another 3 bottles of this, so I'll try and save them for next time I brew it. So which do I prefer? Equal, different styles of beer. I could drink either one, so equal. Well, I'm sorry to have to rush. I'll just turn the camera around, just want to tell you about this beer I'm brewing. Well, actually I'm not brewing it, I have brewed it. It's the Peachy Amarillo. And I put the peaches in the last video on the last week, was it? Yeah. And the dry hops in. Well, I took them out yesterday. They had 5 days in. Excuse me, it's making me burp. Is that otter ale? So I took them out and took another gravity reading. It's down to 10.12. It was 10.14 before, so it's on 6%. But I did put a load of peaches in and juice, so to me that would have shot up. Maybe I should have taken another reading, because that would have taken it up from 14, wouldn't it? Or that's the way I'm thinking. So it's then got it back down to 14 and down to 12. So I reckon it's more than 6%, but it's definitely on 6 figures wise. And I did have a sneak taste yesterday when I transferred it from the fermenting bucket. And I think it's going to be okay. I don't think when we do a tasting video it's going to be down the sink job. In fact, my wife sucked the old pipe and She said, oh, this tastes nice. I thought, well, I was going to let you taste it first, darling, anyway, in case it was poison. But actually, it's going to be good. But all I can say is let's get it bottled on Sunday, and then we'll do a tasting video on it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think it could be a success. Whether it'll be a world beat is another matter. But we'll leave that for next time. So I've got to get off because I've got somewhere to go. So by the magic of camera, well, I'm now at the place I want it to be, and I'm on a hunt for some beer. I've been looking for craft beer, but I haven't found it yet. It's rather hot here. Let me just turn the camera around. I don't want to point it at people's faces, they might get a bit upset, but I keep asking people where I get beer from and I can't find it, so we'll have to keep looking. No beer here. I think they sell beer. Fruit and veg. I did get some beer actually last night, but it was that Kingfisher stuff. And I said, do you sell craft beer? And they hadn't a clue what I was talking about. I suppose you can guess where we are. It's well, I've got to try and cross this road. There's no shops. I've been told there's shops over here. Excuse me if I don't talk, but I have to try and cross this road without getting killed. Where are we? Oh wait. How the hell am I going to cross this road? Well, I'm going to try and get across after him. Get to this edge. Bloody hell, this is murder here. All in the pursuit of a decent pint of beer. Anyway, I'm going to turn camera off while I get across this bit. I'll get back to you. I can't see any beer there. I keep asking people, and nobody speaks English, they're all Hindi speakers. We're in northern suburbs of Mumbai, so I'm off the beaten track a bit. Where the hell am I going here? All in the pursuit of beer. Bunty's wine, that looks interesting. Oh, there's wine bottles. Oh, that looks interesting. I'll put camera down. Bloody hell, that was an experience. Couldn't speak a word of English. I wanted some craft beer, he wouldn't let me film. Don't like cameras in the face. But I managed to get a beer I've never had before. He sold me 2 Kingfishers, which you can get in England. But he sold me a beer from Goa at 8%, which I've never had before. He said it was made in Goa, which is a couple hours from here by plane. Well, an hour by plane. So I've got to try and get across this road now and get back, because I need a few other things. I actually now need some tonic water because my wife's got a bottle of gin, and she said get me some tonic water. I've asked him, this guy here, if he sells tonic water, and he hadn't a clue. He says I want fresh tonic water. Well, I do, fresh from a bottle I suppose. Anyway, I'm going to turn camera off and try and cross this road. But I've just seen some cows somewhere. So I don't want to get involved with them. Well, at least I found a decent bottle out of my travels. It's called Goa beer. Focus on the thing. Strong premium lager beer. Well, I wouldn't say it were a craft beer. but not whether you can see that. Alcohol 8%. He said it's brewed in Goa. Probably brewed in somewhere else, but I'm not going to review it now because I mean it's only 1:30 turned here in Mumbai. I think probably try it tonight and then go to bed. And I got a Kingfisher. I think he charged me about £1.50 for that. I think it were 145 rupees, and that were 150 Kingfisher. But you can get that anywhere in England. I think that's 5%. But I've learnt a lesson. You can't go shopping and film and talk here, because number one, you'll get killed on the road. There's ruts and potholes everywhere. I should have had another person helping me really, but I am not giving up yet. Just because I failed today in my search for craft beer, I'm going to continue looking, because I'm here for a few days yet, and if I do come across any craft beer, and I've been told there is some if you search for it, I'll make another video. But for today we'll say it's a failure, but I have got a strong 8% Goa beer. So thanks for listening and watching, and hopefully I'll get back to you if I find another place that sells craft beer. Bye for now.